fuck's up, YouTube? Damn, yeah. I'm gonna look at the tuning today, cause the new update 2.6 is gonna be they said completely redesigning. So I want to talk about that a little bit. The tires and shit. If you got your tires all the way down, or well, not all the way down, but like right here where I've got mine, I'll show you. Um, they're gonna give a little bit. You know, you can square corners off a little bit. And, you know, it helps you. It'll help you whip, and scrub and stuff. I'll show you another thing right over here, or you can see it right there on that berm. Like it'll help you. You know, it'll help you slide off. It'll help you slide off the jump a little better, like that. So it just kind of, you know, it just kind of aids you in doing that. And like I said, you know, squaring off corners and stuff like that. Just all the cool shit. Like that. But, you know, the squaring the corners off don't really work because of the, like, kind of like the physics, the way, or well, not the physics, but the way the motor works and stuff, the way the bike pulls. So, bog. It'll just sit there and bog out while you're damn trying to, you know, spin. And you can't spin your tires, so, you know, it sucks. But, anyway, and moving on. I hope they do something with that because that's like a really big part. That's like one thing that kind of fucks the game up for me. So the tires and if you got them low like this and you prefer them this way, multiplayer is fucked for you because if you got your tires all the way up to the other end, you're so much faster. I mean, you in a straight line you can take off and test it, you know, you're quicker. If you got your tires up, it hooks up to the ground faster, and then you go quicker. So I wish they would come up with a way to where, you know, you can still have that kind of slip and slide effect when you need it, like where I've got mine at. So it's kind of like right there in the middle. That's perfect. You know, it's not in the middle of the slider, but right there is about, you know, when you're taking a long berm, you can stay in it, you can track well in it. When you're trying to square off a corner, it's easier too. I mean, it's not, you know, if I had it about right here, you know, like right in here, that's where like the squaring the corners off, you know, like right in here, even maybe like a little below, like, you know, right in here, that's when like the squaring the corners off, you know, works well. But anyway, like right here, um, you know, it's where I keep mine at. But the suspension. Oh wait, one more thing with the tires. Oh yeah, if you got your tires all the way up, uh, you know, it just kind of it's like you're on train tracks. It don't let you move. So anyway, I like it down here. I wish they would come up with a way to where you had like your tires low and you could slide around a little bit, but you still had the speed of when they're all the way up. So that would kind of fix that problem. That it probably wouldn't be that hard to do. But anyway, the suspension. I've got mine all the way down because I mean you can't really tell it with the update. I'm not even gonna try to show you, but you can't tell it with the update that they had coming. I think it's 2.4 is when they did this. It's when they came out with the hometown MX tracks. But yeah, they updated the physics so they're not as bouncy. So the lower you have your suspension, the less bounce you get. So that's the only way to kind of fix that problem. Just put the bottom of the fucking suspension out. I can't put mine all the way down. See if you can see it. I'll do it a little bit. Okay, so if you look at the suspension slider right there, I can't put mine all the way here because it won't save it. I have to put it right here. I have to put it one click above. So if I don't do that, it won't fucking save. But anyway, so if you got your suspension all the way up, it'll just bounce you around and stuff. It's kind of hard to like show you. You have to do it for yourself. Get on a rough track like the hometown MX ones and ride it, and you'll be able to tell. But anyway, I hope when they redesign the physics and or the tuning thing, all this, I hope the suspension if you've got it all the way down, when you hit a small jump and case it, you'll wreck. You'll pop off the bike. So your bottom and your suspension out. And say you had it all the way up here. Maybe it's harder to take corners because it's so stiff and it wants to kind of pop you around and whatnot. If they had it right there on, all the way up on this slider to where it's hard to take corners, but you can case bigger jumps without wrecking. So that would kind of be a good in-between, good middle. And then have it right here in the dead middle of it, have it to where, it's the best of both worlds. But if you've got it softer, it's easier to take the corners. So if you want to be a little bit riskier with it, and if you know that you can get through the corner, make the jump, clear it, and everything like that, you'll be fine. I think that would be a very, very cool thing if they would do that. That would work really well. The brakes, I don't really have anything to, bitch about the brakes, because with the back brake, it slides you around when you got your tires like as low as I got mine. And I think the brakes are really just a preference thing. If you got them all the way up, as soon as you hit the brakes, it's like a fucking light switch. And if you've got your brakes all the way down, it's like if you got your brakes all the way down, it's kind of like a fucking, it eases it on. So, that's good. I hope they leave the brakes alone. That's great. I like them where they're, how they are. The sprocket, the sprockets, they do nothing other than give you more speed. So, let me get in here. Let me go to a straightaway, and I'll show you. So it would be nice to see, because they have in this game, there's supercross tracks, and there's supercross tracks, and there's motocross tracks. So, with, your supercross tracks, you like a shorter gearing with them. So, let me get right here on this straightaway. Let me throw me a marker down. Let me turn on my HUD, because I keep that shit off, because I can't fucking, actually, where's it at? I think it's right here. Okay. Show. Okay, preload off. No, actually on. I'll leave that on. I don't know if that fucks with it or not. I don't think it does, but it does some weird stuff sometimes. So anyway, now I've got my sprocket. I'll show you. I got my sprocket all the way up. So, alright, I'm gonna take off in first gear. No clutch, nothing like that. Gotta keep it as straight as I can. 39. Nope, fuck. Take off some more. So 39. I clutched it a little bit right there if it was active gear. Okay, so 39. 39 mile an hour. That's what I've got with the sprocket all the way up. So there's that. Okay, if I set the sprocket all the way down, I have to go one to the right like that, or it won't save it. That's just. But I think that's a glitch for everybody on PS4. Okay, so actually, now let me start over. I clutched it a little bit. So, do this. $39. So you go 39 mile an hour in first gear, no matter what. No matter what the fuck you do, you're gonna go 39 mile an hour because of the fucking that's the way it is. So if you have your sprocket anywhere else, except all the way up, you're already at a disadvantage. So, that's kind of stupid. I don't know why they would, they even put that in there then. What I would like to see is if you have your sprocket all the way up here, like all the way up on the slider, maybe you have a bigger, maybe that changes your gearing. I would like to see like front sprocket and rear sprocket gearing. So you could have like a 12 front sprocket and a 52 rear sprocket, a 52 tooth rear sprocket. So that would be like, or even if they didn't want to do that, if they wanted to keep it a little bit simpler, they could still just use the slider. So put the slider all the way up, and that's as long as my gear. Actually, that's the shortest that my gearing can get. So that way, if you had it all the way up, you'd have a short gearing to where you'd only go, say, 30 miles an hour in first gear. So you get a quicker, you're faster out of a corner and stuff like that. But, say you turned it all the way down to here. Say you tuned it all the way down to there, right? And then that gives you a slower speed. You go 39 mile an hour or maybe 40 in first fucking gear. That's crazy. I mean, that don't even fucking, that's not really realistic at all. But anyway, for the game, anyway, have it to where you've got a longer ratio. So on some of those big tracks, like the hometown MX tracks and shit like that, for these ones, for the big tracks that are long, they've got big hills in them and long straights and stuff like that, and big rhythm, or not big rhythm sections, but big ass jumps that you have to get a good wind up for. Maybe if you got your sprocket all the way up in fifth gear, you won't be able to clear some of the jumps no matter what you're doing. So that would be that would be cool as hell. That would be awesome. So the engine, there's not really much they could do with that. I mean, maybe like, it don't really do anything but make your bike faster and make it quicker on here at the moment. So the only thing I can think of that would kind of be cool for the engine is maybe when you've got it all the way down like this, maybe you've got more bottom end power. So on a 4-stroke, you could put it all the way down, and then once you've got it all the way down, you've got a lot of power coming off the bottom end. So you got a lot of bottom end, low end grunt. And then, maybe you set it up and it won't hit hard, and it won't start pulling you really good until you've got it wound out. So, that, I think that could be something, cool, as far as, that stuff. The clutch, it don't really do anything. If you got it down, it just not, I don't even know, like, maybe if you put it all the way down, you don't get as much of a clutch boost, and then you got it all the way up and you get more one like it is right now. So, I mean, they could probably just leave that alone. One thing that I would like to see is a slider for, I would like to see a slider for, maybe your frame. They could call it the frame, like of your bike or something like that. And if you turn the slider all the way down and all the way to the left, this is like the most important part right here. This is the most innovative thing that I can come up with to fix this problem that they've got. So with a 125, I'll show you. I'm going to leave my clutch up. I'm going to leave everything right here. So with a 125, I'll show you. I'm going to go, actually, you know what the fuck, we'll do it right here. There's a big jump up here. It's like a big hip kind of thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put both my sticks off to the right. That's both my sticks off to the right. And you've seen like how fast and like unnatural it's spinning. Well, okay, if I go to my garage and get out, let me find it here. Which one is it? YZF. Yeah, YZF 450. One I made here. So let me get on this thing. 4-stroke. This is the only time you'll ever see me ride a fucking 4-stroke. Fuck yeah. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and hit this. It goes slower. It goes a little slower. And you can tell, like, I'll throw some whips. It's kind of hard to tell me doing that. I thought it'd do a little better. But anyway, get right here. So the 450, they kind of, it's a little, it feels a little slower to move, a little slower to turn in the air. So the people that are saying, that it's too fast, like the whips are too fast or too free, they could fix that. That could completely fix that 100%. So they could have like a slider on there for damn, the 450s and what, or not the 450s, but for the speed of how fast, your bike moves in the air. So let me get the 125 back out again. I got it named the CR250 just because I like the 125 sounds better on here. And that's another thing they do. I hope they fix and update the sound. But I'll show you. With the 125, you can get it to where if you've got the 125, when you're ripping on here, it's fast. When you're in the air, it's really, really tedious. It's so hard to get a good looking whip. So if I'll show you right here. I'll start over. I fucked that berm up. But yeah, I'll show you what happens. If I turn both my sticks just off, like that, off to the left and try to throw a whip, it's just big. It's just crazy. It just looks stupid. To get it to where, to get a whip to look right on here, and even like trying to race, when they move too fast like that, sometimes it can fuck you. And that whip right there I just drove, that one's still, that's still fast. That's really quick. So trying to get one to where it's like this, where it's like good and smooth and slow and stuff like that, it's really hard. You gotta really seriously like hold yourself back. And if they put in a slider to where you could control like how fast the bike would move in the air, that would be sick. That would just be so fucking cool. Cause that way, the people that damn say that like it goes too fast, they could set it down to where they wanted it at, and me too. If I had that, I would set the 125 down so I could throw some wicked whips with it. But you can still throw like any kind of whip you want to on the 125 and throw it good, but you have to really, the sticks are just, they're so touchy, they're so touchy trying to damn, get what kind of a whip you want. So, that would be cool. That would be cool as hell to see. So that right there, that wraps up my tuning video. It's kind of been a long one, but, with them saying they're going to redesign the tuning and stuff, I just wanted to make a video and whatnot, and, kind of let you guys know what's up, or, what I think anyway. And news on when this update is going to drop. Probably, I think the update, it will probably drop. It'll probably drop at about, I don't know, probably the middle of March. So probably, I think it's March 1st today, I think. So yeah, it'll probably drop like in the middle of March, or maybe the end of it, because it's been a while on an update. They've not had one in a while. So I think they'll probably come out with it pretty fast. I think they'll drop it pretty quick because they announced it. So they've been really quiet for a while, and I think they've been working on it. But it's not like the longer it takes them to come out with it, the better it's going to be as a general rule. But I don't think it could come out and it could be just utter shit. It does literally nothing. So damn, don't get your... I finally figured out I'm not even trying to get my hopes up for any update with this game, because any update with this game is just like, putting your faith in that is like just, no. I mean, it's just, it could come out and it could be shit. It could come out and it could be half decent. Good, amazing, great, no. I don't think so. So, I mean, this is the biggest patch they've came out with yet, or they're gonna come out with. Is what they're saying, because they say, they've said, new ground physics changes game wide. So right now on the Moto farm, you know, on the Moto farm it's gonna be like fucking, it'll be different. And on the fucking Hometown MX tracks, it'll be different. In the Arena Cross, it'll be different. Everywhere, game wide. So that means they're fucking with the actual ground physics of the bike, not just the new tracks or whatever, not just any of the DLC stuff, the whole game. So, that's pretty big right there in itself, them trying to do that. Let's see. Going on to, let me think here, the Moto farm, the Moto ranch. So, they said that they're going to be adding in things to the Moto ranch. So, that video came out. Everybody, a lot of people in the video commented on it, and they were like, or that watched the video, they commented below. They're saying, "Oh, please be a track editor. Damn, track editor, come on." I don't think it's gonna be a track editor. If it is, great. Fuck yeah, I'd love it. I'd be shitting my pants more than anybody else about it. That'd be fucking awesome. But, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're just going to add in a little Supercross looking track or something like that. Or maybe an entire new Moto farm. That would be cool. But, still yet it's not that much work to create these models of, this right here, what I'm riding right now. It's not hard to create those models. It's not, they have the stuff to do it with, so it's not hard to do. And they have the people with the know-how to do it with, so it's not hard to do. And the new, the Hometown MX tracks and shit, they fucking, they're alright, But, it took them that long to come out with that. So, it's just not really, it's not that difficult. I mean, they were working on, like, the ground physics update, which very well took quite a while. But, anyway, the update to the Moto farm, that would be, swell. They said new tracks. So, with the new tracks, they're supposed to be coming out with, I don't know, they just said new tracks, so more than likely we'll have to pay for them. They might give us like one track on the Moto farm for free or whatever, but we'll probably have to pay for them, and I don't think I will. Unless they if they fix the tuning, my word, if they fix the tuning on this game, if they fix the tuning of it, to where all that shit I just said, to where you can change how fast the bike moves in the air, the sprocket, stuff like that, change your gearing and whatnot, and just the general stuff like that, and redesign the tuning thing like they say they're gonna do. If they do that and they have some tracks for sale, I will buy them. I will put my money down and I will buy the fucking things, just because they worked on it and they did something good with it, and they've actually fucking tried to fix some things. Great. I would pay money for your fucking tracks, and I would feel fine doing that. But if you don't fix a fucking thing with the ground physics, Rainbow Studios, if you don't fix anything, like that, like they've said they were gonna do, you can forget it. I'm not buying anything until they fix this game. I'm not buying any DLC anymore, because the Hometown MX DLC, the only reason I bought that is because it felt like it just feels like you're kind of in a spot. There is no motocross tracks in this game. They're worth a fuck other than the Hometown MX tracks. and you know, a couple of the stock tracks, and the rest of them are kind of like pretty lame. They don't have good flow to them. Some of them don't. They're kind of just like lackluster, and then some of them they're just not really hard. You know, they're not challenging. I mean, so it's kind of like it's upsetting. I mean, it is. It's just so damn. It's just upsetting as can be. Because it's been kind of really lacking in content. And the Supercross tracks, like the Slash tracks, they were cool and stuff, but you know, you have to pay for them. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up before I talk out my ass for 30 minutes about this shit. Anyway, put it down in the comments below. I think who was it? Shenanigans that was asking me to make a tuning video and stuff. And yeah. So that'll be pretty cool right there for that old cat. Made that video for you, dude. This one right here, anyway. Got this one on here for you, and I'd say a lot of other people want to watch it too about the tuning and stuff. And I'll be definitely when the 2.6 drops, I'll definitely be making a video on the new like redesigned tuning and stuff like that. I'll for sure do that. No matter if it sucks, and if they didn't really do much, I'll make a video on it anyway, bitching at them about it. If they did a lot, I'll you know, say what they've changed and whatnot. So just stay tuned and you know, hit that notification bell if you want to damn get that video and stuff when it comes out and whatnot. And hit the like button and subscribe and all that good shit if you want to. And yeah, until next time. Hell, y'all take it easy.